Now, on the a few of you have requested hearing and seeing the Super Radio, which I will get a close-up. I'm using the Kodak ZE1, which I can get fairly close, but not real close. And I got some D cells. These were in the house. In a package for quite a few years. They're energizers, and let me see if I can find a date on it. Yeah, third month 2017, but they're not leaking. And you know, in case we get a storm and we lose power, but all our flashlights in the house, most of them, not all of them, are the type that take the AA's. So these are basically sitting in the house. And up here I have the sunbeams. I have 4 of those. Those are not alkaline. Those are the ones from the Dollar Tree. Up here, I don't know if you can see them from the camera angle. I have sitting up here. But I want to put these in. And I don't like putting batteries in the radios because if you put the radio away and you forget about it, well, you know what happens. So I had this going, but I got so much interference with the LED lights and other things that are on the electric line, and of course from the wall warts and the computers and stuff that are in the house can come out here and get interference on the line. So I'm going to put the batteries in this. And I want to try to give you a demo on it. It's going to be hard. I mean, the sound is only going to be as good as this microphone that's in the Kodak ZE1. A lot of your camcorders, unless they're professional, microphones are okay, but you're not going to pick up bass really, really good. But I think you'll be able to hear this radio quite well. Now, I'm not sure. I think this takes... Oh, no. Takes 6 of them. I thought it took 4. I only got 4. I'm going to have to mix them. These are Polaroid. These I got a few years ago. Well, probably a year or 2 ago. Oh no, it's alkaline also. Also at the Dollar Tree, I think it is. Let's see if I got a date on that. Yeah, they got a date. I can't read that. You got a blue band here and black letters. That is crazy. How the hell is a person supposed to decipher that? That's like when you go in the store and you get these little price tags that are red. The background is red on them, and the text is black. I have a hell of a time with my eyes seeing that. I cannot see red letters, black letters on a red background. I have to have a magnifying, I have to really study, and I don't have a good magnifier when I go out anywhere. It's only a 3x. This is an 8x. That's why I use it so much. So, I don't know how old these are. I'm not even going to kill myself trying to read them. Got a band in here. Well, you're not going to be able to see that, but it's got a plastic band in here that doesn't seem to pop out. I guess you shove the batteries up under the band. So I guess you put the, we'll put these 2 Polaroid down in there first. Let me check this. It's got a ding in it. Oh, just the plastic edge here is dinged a little bit. Yeah, these, oh, I know why it's got that way. Digging them out of something. With a screwdriver did that. Alright, let me put the meter on here. me check the voltage really quick here. Oh, only 1.2 volts. That's no good. These will have to go into recycle. That's unloaded. This one's 1.58. Let's get this one down. Now these obviously were in something. .58. All right, let's put that over there. I think this is the one that was 1.58. Yep. All right. This is 1.2. That's no good. That's got the ding in it. And this is 1.2. These two are no good. We'll put that down on the floor here. We'll throw them out in the recycle bin. Alright, so it's not going to fit in there. Oh, okay, it takes 3. I see. I see, says the blind man to the deaf mute. Battery's not going over there. Okay, here it is. Alright. Now, I'm putting batteries in this because I'm going to have to take this out in the car and let you hear it, because if I run it in here, you're not going to be able to hear it very good. It's going to be loaded with noise. So I'm going to have to let you hear it in the car, but I will show you some close-ups because there's better lighting here, because, you know, in the car you don't have that good of lighting. So let's see, what way is the plus going on that? Going to the left. Alright, so we'll put one in here. There's 2. Okay. This has got 3 things in here that you got to hold down. That's not easy. To take this off, normally you just have 2. You go and grab it and pull it off. Well, you got 3. So you got to use 3 fingers on it to pull the thing off. Oh, the damn cords come out again. But don't give you much room in here to get the cord in. It keeps wanting to pop out. Okay, now, I'm going to turn it on in here, just to make sure it works on the batteries.
Spencer told the press that during the campaign, he kicked 3 reporters off of the campaign plane because their news organizations didn't endorse him for president. Oh, wait a minute, that was Obama. I'm sorry, that was Obama. Until they had the full fluffer party aboard the Obama campaign plane.
Wait, that's AM.
Ask the ACLU. Even they said it at the end of Obama's presidency. They waited until it was over.
Yeah, that's AM. But you see, I can't really demonstrate it in here. There's just too damn much noise in here. That's AM.
That we've ever had. He was the most hostile to the press, and the press
now on the
wanted to date him. They just wanted to share a
very hard to see. You got FM wideband and normal. All right.
And apparently was too much to ask because it was unrequited. The law was.
I'm on AM. Now I'm on FM. A lot of noise for FM.
Daddy Sweet Money done jacked it up. It's a party all nighter from South Carolina. A bad mama jammer from down in Alabama.
Well, we'll play some in a second. So when you went to Berkeley School of Music?
I did.
No, the antenna's not pulled out.
Sure.
Yes, she taught a pop songwriting class.
And
Waited 30 days to see if we could work our way around it.
Sorry.
.com. They're buying back hundreds of cars from April 22nd.
Can you say you'd like me to?
Out of check, just check the fronts, yeah.
Garbage, rap crap. There's nothing good on the radio anymore. They have one so-called country station. There isn't any country music on it, but they call it country. I don't listen to the radio. I listen to the radio for the news and the weather, and I listen to PBS stations in the car. Only for the news and the weather. And then I turn it off because when they start begging for money, that they're always doing, the PBS stations are always begging for money. And anything I hate is begging for money. There's money I need, but I don't go begging for it.
Other artists, like pop artists.
That's your so-called country. That's no more country than my backside.
Into this because the possibility exists, and Cavuto shut him down.
Jerome was shot and killed by a police officer.
All right, that's a PBS station right there. And that's usually what I listen to in the car.
And end up seeing any jail time from that. And that was again when an officer decided to pursue on foot a vehicle, and the young man was driving the vehicle. And so there's not a lot of questions about why does this continue to happen, and also, calls for justice. Folks in the community want these officers to be able to go to have their day in court to see, okay, was this police use of force justified or called?
Committed to helping businesses of all sizes print their ideas to life.
There's two PBS stations on the low end of the dial, around 88 something.
And from the Arcus Foundation, dedicated to the idea that people can live in harmony with and
I guess I can give you a demonstration here, but not on AM. So I won't need to go in the car, but I want to give you a close-up of the radio. Not necessarily a close-up of it playing, because you can hear it now, but a close-up just so you can get an overall look at it. It's very, cosmetically, it's in real nice shape. I just happened to spot it on the top of the shelf where this guy had all these, turn this DVM off here. I just noticed that I had it on. And I happened to spot it, and it's one of these things where, well, I don't have the room for it, but it's such a nice looking radio, and being that it was a GE Super Radio, I've never had one. Now, I've got a Grundig in the house that I got from, I bought from Don Mangold a year or so ago, that I keep on the headboard. It's for its shortwave AM and FM. That has a very, very good sound also. Can't remember the number, but I did a video on it. And the speaker is almost as big as this. And it has very, very good tone also. But I listen to the 80 meters. I usually 75 and 80 AMs. It does not have a single sideband receiver in it. It's strictly AM. And then I've got a Radio Shack DX440, which I showed you a while ago. That's here, made sure there's no batteries in it. That does AM and FM and single sideband. And it's a little smaller than this, digital readout. The problem with the DX440 is it spins out of control sometimes. When you turn in the dial, sometimes the digits just keep going. I had it fixed by a guy, I can't work on these things, many, many, many years ago, back in the 90s. And it stayed working for a while, but it cut chumps. You know, you turn the dial, it goes chunk, 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 chunk. And there's a mod for that, where you take a lift out one lead of a ribbon cable, and it'll work that way, but it kind of like squeals a little bit between, while, unless it's tuned right in, a slight squeal. So I didn't make the mod on that one, but you can do that. So let's go on here.
Y'all come inside, we got a world premiere right here. Now get
crap. That is crap. They call that music?
But there's so many things you can handle.
I'm not arguing with it. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you.
And you know, and I heard John talk about the church, and he hung up on him because did anyone say that the white guy who tried to blow up the church in New York was a terrorist?
tickets available at Palace Theater.
How it all, spiraled out of control. And again, Marshmallow was in the middle of all of it. Tyga actually...
You name it, we help you maintain the smile that...
Actually, I'm very surprised. It picks up really good in here. But I think, too, this probably has a very good receiver in it. Now, I get a fair amount of FM stations here, but nothing, as you can hear, is worth listening to, unless you like talk shows. And AM is primarily religious shows and talk shows. And there is one station on AM, and I'm going to try to get it. Now that I got it up on the bench, I can read the thing, and I'm going to end up with a long video again. But there has been a couple of requests for a display of this radio and how it sounds. It's only as good as the camera mic.
Wall Street Journal and Washington Post delivered free every day to your Audible app. Plus, you can also enjoy unlimited access to audio-guided fitness and meditation programs. Anytime, anywhere, Audible gives you more to build mind, body, and soul. Let me get you a close-up of this. All right, you've got wide and narrow. Now, I've never seen that on a regular AM radio. I have it on a realistic DX440 because, you've got short wave in there. But why you need narrow and wide on regular FM, I really don't know, because your regular broadcast AM band, which is 88 to 108 megacycles, is all wideband. Now, on a communications receiver that receives FM, like on 2 meters, for instance, you'd want a narrow band so you don't pick up interference from adjacent channels. But anyways, don't really notice any difference with that. Band, that's FM. This is AM. Alright. I happen to have the bass and treble all the way up. Now, let me find something here, but I got to be careful with the copyright. Nazis will get me.
The makers.
Try to find something.
Attraction. I have a
.com. Occasional showers popping up.
We do have 2 incidents going on.
Because your mornings have rises. The last thing you requires new auto re-up enrollment.
This is all FM, and I haven't pulled the antenna all the way out because it's almost all out, though, because it'd be close to the LED.
Recently made a $1 million payment to the Department of Consumer Protection to help cover regulatory.
That's a PBS.
Again, website posts Temperature rise likely will bring some light rain tonight. Low to mid 40s.
What else? It's always raining.
And a strong chance for
every damn day.
For the morning, upper 50s to low 60s on Tuesday. Baseball yesterday, the Mets over the Brewers 5-2.
The base is all the way down.
Red Sox by the same score. And the Yankees beat up on the Giants.
Base
on the
is
West
up.
Coast, 11-5. Yankees traveling today. The Red Sox hosting Oakland at Fenway tonight. The Mets are at home.
That's a base boost.
Comes to town.
This is the trouble.
In the NBA
boost
round
and
2
cut.
playoffs on Sunday, Celtics over the Bucks 112-90. Boston leading that best of 7 series 1-9. It's morning edition. Time now is 9:30.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Dave Mattingly. A suspect in a weekend shooting at a synagogue in Southern California is due in court this week to face murder charges. Lily Jamali with member station KQED.
I don't know if I'm overloading the Kodak here.
Murder and 3 counts of attempted murder when he's arraigned in San Diego.
Authorities are investigating Saturday's shooting as a possible hate
with the
crime.
base about 3/4.
The gunman acted alone.
With the
60-year-old congregant Lori
treble at 3/4,
which took place during the final day of Passover at the Chabad of Poway.
All right, let me go on the AM here. All right. Get my local station here. 1310, which is about in here. I don't get very good AM in here. Too much interference.
America's best music you won't hear anywhere else. WICH 1310.
Well, I don't want to play that too long either. It's not... Let me take it outside. We'll close the loop down and we'll put it outside. I think you've seen enough. We've got the earphone here. No line input, of course, but that's all right. Let me take it outside and then we'll end this video. We're going to show you we already heard the FM. Let's see if we can get this AM to come in better on the outside. That's why I put batteries in here. I didn't want to plug it in. It works good plugged in, but it's too much interference.
From the Rhode Island borderline, you're surrounded by people who want to sit down.
Now this is AM now.
Are people moving out of Connecticut to other states? We're still seeing that as a negative, an out-migration of people.
Now, contrary to popular belief, DeJohn says those moving out are moving
Adopt. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Arts Council.
The 10th annual Quaker Hill 5K Challenge to benefit the Madeline Area Scholarship Fund, which provides scholarships to Waterford High School students, is coming up on Saturday, May 18th. The race begins and ends at the Quaker Hill Elementary School. Free registration is open and available online.
Of course, I'm outside and it's the back of the shed here.
First, if you'd like.
AM is not all that good out here.
Go ahead and swab that cheek. Go to giftoflife.org and get a free kit sent to your home, or find a donor drive in your area so that you can swab a cheek and save a life. It's only a minute of your time, but it can give someone else.
All right, let's see if we can get W CBS. Hang on a minute, I got to get my face up on the dial here so I can see it.
It would say when you could
That's WCBS.
Require Airbnb to pay taxes on it. The hotel union, which has been fighting Airbnb tooth and nail, continues to be opposed to the bill. But there is some momentum building for it, and we have 2 months to go. And we all know from watching Albany, anything
was $157 million. And $257 million soul check to gain admittance to the secret lair of
don't know what this is.
Brother organization.
Dios 6 ganaron ayer en una división que está muy pegada.
Okay, I think we had enough here. We don't want to have any problems with the copyright poll lice. So, okay, I'm going to end this video. I hope that was enough there of the demonstration. So, a few of you have asked about me checking out this radio, and I think did quite well. It'll definitely be used if we ever lose power, which will happen if we ever get a hurricane. Could lose more than just power too. I always worry about that. So this will be a radio that we can use as a backup. I've got that little Grundig with the hand crank on it that I think somebody had mentioned. They saw it on the bench. That's the one we usually use when we do lose power, but I think this will be even better because it runs on 6 D cells, and it'll probably run quite a while on 6 D cells. So that's the end of the video. I want to thank you for watching. And I'm going to edit this now, and hopefully you'll get it up to you sometime today or tonight, which is Monday, of course.